Dana, what's wrong with you, man?
What just happened? Bro, what just happened? So, Blanchfield versus Barber just took place, or should I say, Gamrot versus Klein just took place. Macy Barber pulls out of her fight with Aaron Blanchfield on 2 minutes notice. So I, Tony Has Died, will be breaking down this fight night. Let's get straight into it. Let's start with the not main event. Aaron Blanchfield versus Macy Barber. First things first, I hope Macy Barber's okay. The card literally just finished and I'm recording this. I hope Macy Barber is okay. But Laura Sanko was talking to us, and she was basically saying that her medical issues were terrible. If your medical issues are that bad, why are you getting fake tits, first of all, to make the weight cut harder for yourself? Why are you even accepting fights if your health is this bad? Like, you need to get that checked on, bro. Like, you need to get that looked at. If that's really how, like, your life is going right now, you don't need to be fighting, bro. Like, this genuinely worries me for Macy Barber, and it's unfair to her opponent Blanchfield as well. But I really hope Macy Barber's okay. I don't think this has ever happened before, but this card was already pretty rough with this as the main event. Now that this fight didn't even happen, this card is looking like one of the worst cards of all time. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Caitlin Vieira and Dusko Todorovic on the main card, bro. This is not a good card. So let's talk about the other fights. Gamrot versus Klein. This fight was boring. I don't care, bro. I might sound like dude, you're such a fucking fake fan, bro. Go watch kickboxing, bro. Mateusz Gamrot did not do anything the first 2 rounds, bro. Literally just held Klein, and I get it, bro. This is mixed martial arts. Grappling is part of MMA, and I love watching grappling. But what I don't love watching is someone just push someone against the fence, push someone against the cage, hold someone on the ground, camp guard, not do any ground and pound, just sit there and fucking camp guard, smudging. That's what Gamrot does, bro. So Gamrot is not the GOAT. Gamrot is a decision merchant, and he's overrated as fuck, bro. Great show of his skill, bro, but I'm not going to be excited for a Gamrot fight. I think the only time this fight was ever entertaining was when Ludovic Klein was having moments of success. He landed a jab in round 1 that was pretty nice, and in round 3, he had some success on the feet. But Gamrot actually did some ground and pound in round 3. I'll give him some credit there, but for the most part, this fight was fucking boring, bro. Next fight on the card, Billy Ray Goff, who's a minus 400 favorite, got subbed out cold by Ramiz Brahimaj. Glory to Albania, bro. Yeah, the fucking Serbs are pissed. Ramiz Brahimaj, standing guillotine, kind of reminded me of Tresean Gore has a win by standing guillotine. It was the first thing I thought of. Yeah, man, this should not be a feature fight, though. I hate to, come on, bro. This being a feature fight is ridiculous. This card is terrible now, bro. Like, it was bad before, but now this fight, we had 9 fights. I just wasted my whole Saturday on this shit. Like, the UFC has got to do better, and this is exactly why, bro. We had a couple of fight cancellations. That Gustafsson dude, just 2 fights get canceled on Apex card. It's just complete dog shit, dude. Yeah, so the next fight, we got Dustin Jacoby. All I'm gonna say is this fight should have never been happening. Dustin Jacoby is very underrated, in my opinion, bro. Yes, he lost to Reyes, but that just shows how good Reyes is, because this guy got robbed by Khalil Roundtree, literally outstruck Khalil Roundtree by probably 60 shots. So why was this guy being given to Bruno Lopez, some guy who's got 1 fight in the UFC? Just feed him to fucking former Glory kickboxing fighter Dustin Jacoby. You know, Dustin Jacoby fought Alex Pereira in Glory. So much more of experience over Bruno Lopez. I really just don't understand the matchmaking in this one at all. Dustin Jacoby just does what Dustin Jacoby does. Swarms Bruno Lopez early, hurts him, gets him up against the cage, starts landing some crazy fucking combination on him, and then just puts him out cold. So probably should have a number next to his name still. Yeah, only lost to Reyes, put Vitor Petrino out cold, just put out another guy out cold. The fact that Zachary Reese versus this random fucking Serbian dude was a fucking on the main card of any fucking card that exists ever. This fight was so low level and boring, bro. I posted a fucking video. It was like Eric Nixick talking about Sean Strickland and saying he only wants to coach champions. Alright, bro, you're coaching Zachary Reese, bro. You're not coaching any fucking champions anytime soon, alright? But yeah, Zachary Reese, this was just a super low level, boring fight. Guys looked gassed by the end of the fucking second round. Just an average middleweight Apex fight, bro. you know? And, yeah, this fucking fight was pretty interesting. Filo takes Nascimento down the first round, almost submits him in the at the end of the first round, and then Nascimento just fucking lays on him for the rest of the fight. And then Kurt Holloway versus Jordan Levitt. Jordan Levitt showed that he's actually pretty underrated. Here's what I'll say about Jordan Levitt. He lost to Patty, and he lost to Chase Hooper. I think Jordan Levitt still has a chance to just crush anybody that doesn't belong in the UFC, and maybe even a bit higher level than that. He'll just like beat people that are right outside the rankings, you know what I mean? So Jordan Levitt's a sneakily underrated fighter in my opinion, and to be completely honest, I didn't watch the first two fights, so I have no idea what happened. That is my opinion on this card. Once again, bro, I hope Macy Barber's okay. Volk's gonna step in on short. Volk's gonna play land down under. He's gonna step in on short notice. What? You need me to come fight Aaron Blanch? Oh, come on, mate. You need me to fight Aaron Blanchfield on 2 minutes notice, mate? Alright, I'm on the fucking way. Adversity's a privilege. Hangs up the phone. You know what I mean? But yeah, I hope Macy Barber's alright. This just proves why we need to get rid of the Apex completely, bro. Because now that this WMMA fight got canceled, which is like, why is in WMMA 5-round fights unless it's a title fight? And if it's a title fight, then it should be on a fight night main event. Like, if you do a title fight on a fight night, like a crowded arena, like remember when they did UFC Noche, they did Shevchenko versus Grasso as the main event? I fuck with that, bro. I don't mind a WMMA to be a title fight, but why does it gotta be a fucking co-main event and just take up a slot on a card, you know what I mean? The Apex needs to fucking be nuked with a nuclear bomb. They need to Hiroshima the Apex, bro. This shit is terrible. Like, this card was already bad with Blanchfield and Barber, all the pullouts, and Gamrot as the co-main event. Look at this main card. Look at it! Look at it! This and like most of the fights on this card were boring as fuck. Except there was some nice finishes, bro. But it's like, can't you just take these fucking 10 fights that were made and spread them out on to fucking cards that have fucking crowds, bro? So you can run the fucking Shane Gillis Bud Light ad on me fucking 60 times, bro. It's really pathetic from the UFC and Dana White at this point. I need to get Dana White fired, bro. That's what I'm about to lock in on, bro. Look at this main card, bro. Like, you got Gamrot versus Klein as now the main event. Like, dude, this is just abysmal, bro. Like, the quality of these Apex cards has dropped off a cliff, and they know we'll watch it because it just has the UFC name attached to it, bro. But honestly, if they make another card that's like this, I don't want to watch it, bro. Like, I want to go out on Saturday night. I want to go socialize with people. I want to go talk to people. But I can't because I'm a fucking fan of the UFC. Yeah, man. These Apex cards, they're feeding us slop. They're feeding us garbage. We'll take it. We watch the fucking Bud Light Dustin Poirier ad, the fucking John Adick DraftKings ad. We'll watch it 100 fucking times for you, Dana, bruh. You know, we'll watch that shit every time, Dana. Thanks. We'll watch Gamrot versus Klein. The fucking Gamrot sniff some nuts, bro. I hope Macy Barber's okay. That's all I gotta say. Y'all have a good day. Peace.